Hi guys, welcome to our first video for the weeks of online learning. I am going to go through kind of a quick overview of what the next few weeks are going to look like online for English, and then I'm going to talk specifics for this first upcoming week of our online learning. Okay, so right now I have pulled up on my screen the student view, so of what your Canvas should look like when you open the English homepage. It does look different than normally what you're used to, but that's just because we have a lot more information to get through in this time. So I'm going to kind of use this as a template to go through, walk through it with you on this video, and then if you have any questions after you watch this video, please do not hesitate to email me. Any small question, doesn't matter how small, just let me know if you have any questions at all and I can answer those. All right. So first thing is that each week I will upload a short video explaining what tasks are to be completed and what is due that week. These will be called instructional videos. Mainly because when you're working with English, it's a little bit different. And the way that I've set it up is that we're going to read a book together as best as we can over the course of these next few weeks. And so really you'll be looking at discussing the book and filling out worksheets where you answer questions specifically about setting and characters and plot and theme, all the standards that you are used to talking about and learning in English will be reached through this instruction. Okay, so once I finish recording this video, it will go right here where it says week 1 video, and I will upload those on the home page every week, so that is where you can find them. All right, next thing that's important is that my office hours for this class period, so English 4th period, are going to be Tuesdays from 2 to 3. So every Tuesday from 2 to 3, that is the allotted time that I am specifically available just for your class. However, that is not a required Zoom meeting by any means. If you have a quick question and you want to come on for 5 minutes, ask your question and then leave, that's cool. You don't have to stay the whole hour. I will be available for you during that hour no matter what. But if you have conflicts and you can't make it to that video chat at that specific time, it's perfectly fine. Email me. We can set up a separate video chat. Or if you just have questions that you think could be answered through email, we can do that as well. All right. Each week, the Zoom meeting will have an ID and password. Those will go right here. I haven't put them up yet just because I'm posting this video to YouTube for your public view, so we don't want that password out there for everyone. But it will be located on your Canvas homepage. That is where you can find it. All right. Next, Wednesdays are your designated English days. What that means is that your English assignments are always going to be due on a Wednesday by midnight. Okay, that will never change. For as long as we're on online learning, Wednesdays at midnight. That is when English work is due. Okay, so like I said, I've set it up where we are going to be reading a book. So if you look right here on my screen, it says the title of the book is called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. And this book, it's a great read. It's about a young teen. He's living in England. He really loves math and numbers, but he's not great at being social with others. And so you kind of just go through his life, his day-to-day kind of murder mystery. After he finds his neighbor's dog dead, he tries to solve the dog's murder. So it's a pretty cool book. It's an easy read. You should have no issues with this. I picked something that I think most everyone will be able to read through on their own without having me there to break it down page by page. However, that is what those Zoom meetings are for. So if you have any questions, you're not understanding the book, I'm going to be there to talk and discuss it with you, because that's how we learn and how we read books, as we talk about them. So that's if you have any issues at all, please jump on those Zoom meetings and ask me the questions and have that discussion about the book. They are not required, so I can't grade you for participation in those meetings, but it will greatly help you with your assignments. So the book itself is a PDF, so I'm going to click on this link and have it uploaded so you can see what it looks like. You don't need to buy a book or buy an online version or anything like that because it's all right here. So if you see, this is the cover of the book, and then you scroll and the book literally starts right here. That's the first line of the book. Okay, so it's a pretty easy read. It's got some pictures. It's got some cool math problems in it if you are into that. It's a quick and easy read. A lot of it is dialogue, and it's a good read, and it's fun for what you're going to have to be doing virtually. So I'll exit out of that. The PDF I will always have on the home page, so you will never lose it. And if you do or can't find it for whatever reason, just email me and I'll send you the link to the PDF. No problem. Now, I have created a calendar for the entirety of our online learning period, which as of now is through May 15th. If you remember, I was only supposed to be with you until May 1st, but because we're doing this virtual learning, I'm going to be able to be with you for as long as that lasts. So at least until May 15th, I will be here for you virtually. You will have me as your English teacher. So I'm going to click the link on the home page for that calendar. Make it a little bit smaller so you can see it. All right, so this is for the next 5 weeks of online learning, okay? This is your guideline. I don't want you to be overwhelmed by this information. This is just for those of you who I especially know like to work ahead or might read the whole book in one setting and want to go ahead and get some of the work done. For those of you who don't, just take it week by week and don't worry about anything else. Just make sure you're following those Wednesday by midnight due dates, okay? So first week, you're going to be reading. It says for the first week, you're going to be reading page 1 through 71. I know that sounds like a lot, but as you saw me scroll through the PDF, it's a quick read. Most of it is dialogue. So you're going to stop before chapter 193. I know that sounds crazy, but once you start to read the book, you'll understand why that's such a high number of a chapter. Next week, you're going to be working on your setting and character analysis worksheets, okay? Now, after I go through this calendar, I'll pull that up and kind of walk through it for this week as what you need to be doing. And I'll talk you through that. Again, if you join the Zoom meeting, we can have discussions about those worksheets. I can help you with any questions that you have and things like that. Okay, so after you do your setting and character analysis, then you're going to complete the book. So page 71 to 104. It's a short book. It's an easy read, like I said 100 times. I'll keep saying it because I don't want you to get discouraged. I definitely want you to read this book because it's a great book and I think you will enjoy it. You do need to read the appendix. So at the end, when you finish the last chapter, still make sure you're reading that appendix. Then the next week you have your plot and theme analysis worksheets. I'll go through those a little bit more specifically on that week's instructional video. I'm not going to go too in depth now. Then it says your book report is due the next Wednesday, which is May 6th. Okay, so I know book report sounds big and scary, but it is not. I will walk you through every specific requirement that you need to have on an instructional video for that week. You will have plenty of time, and you have access virtually to me through Zoom for any questions that you have. And then the last week, says grammar review. It is a review, but I will still be uploading an instructional video that walks you through that as well. And as you can see, it says it's not counted as a grade. However, if you do complete that grammar review, you will get extra credit points on your book report. So that's totally up to you. It is a review, so it is things you already know. It's not meant to be difficult. It's meant to help you and help your book report. Okay, so you can refer to this calendar at any time. I'll always make sure to have it on the home page for you. Next. On the homepage it says, if you would like to work ahead and complete tasks ahead of time, that's totally up to you. That's kind of why I created the calendar as a whole, because I know some of you do like to work ahead. For those of you who do not stress. Take it 1 week at a time. Just make sure you're following those Wednesday due dates, and get on those Zooms so that you can chat with me and I can help you with those assignments. So here I have it broken down by week and have a link to each assignment for those of you who want to work ahead. For those of you who don't, again, take it week by week. So the first week it says you're just reading. See the calendar for assignment. That is the calendar I just had up on my screen. So that is just you're reading through page 71 for the first week before you fill out your setting and character analysis. So I'm going to click on that assignment now, and Student View is going to take me to the assignment and where you will submit it. So as you can see, it says due April 22nd by midnight. It's worth 50 points because it's 2 worksheets. So if you think 25 and 25, and you will be uploading it to Canvas. So right here it says fill in this worksheet with your answers and then upload it as a submission. So I'm going to click on the link. This is the worksheet. Okay. The first worksheet, you're going to be looking at the setting of the book. Okay, so basically, where does the novel take place? What are some details that help put the reader in that place? Why is the setting important? Things that we would normally discuss together in class. You guys are just completing, answering on this worksheet. Also notice that it does say incomplete sentences. Do not forget about that. All right. I do highly encourage you to discuss this with friends. Maybe a couple of you could FaceTime each other and go through this worksheet together. I encourage that because that's how we would do it in class, is through discussion and in pairs or in groups. So definitely talk to your friends about this after you read. The only thing is that everyone individually has to upload their own worksheet. Okay, so make sure that you are answering in complete sentences, in your complete sentences, but I do encourage you to work together to complete this. All right, so after setting, you're going to look at the characters, and it asks you to look at all the characters. So the main characters, the secondary characters, who is the protagonist, who is the antagonist, and things like that. You're looking at character traits, how the characters are revealed, things like we would normally discuss. So make sure you read and you stay on top of that reading. And then if you join the Zooms and you have this, worksheet pulled up, I can discuss it with you as well. We can have that open discussion about the text that we do so normally in class. I want to keep it as accurate to what we would do if we were together as possible. Okay, so this is going to be that assignment, and I've done it so you could type directly onto the assignment and then save it as a PDF and upload it. But just know that right here where it says submit assignment, you will need to choose a file which is your completed worksheets in complete sentences. Okay, go back to the home page. I'm not going to go into the details of the next few weeks because those will be weekly videos where I talk about that. This one is a little bit longer just because I'm going through everything. So this is it for now. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. Email me. It doesn't matter how small the question. I am available to you. All right.